Hey guys, this is Nate and this is the Nader Tater channel. Today I'm going to talk about this skid steer snow plow, and this is from TMG Industrial, and the model number on it is an SP-240. Now, I've never heard of TMG Industrial before, and the reason I bought it was because it was cheap. They are still in business. I've looked up their website, but they had a lot of these I guess going on auction or whatnot. So it was about 4 or 5 years ago that I bought this plow, and I bought it new, but from an individual owner that I think he picked it up at one of these auctions, and it was $1,200, which is pretty dang cheap for an 8-foot plow. And really, if I just add up the materials between the metal, the springs, the hydraulic ram, and the hose and stuff, I mean, I'd spend close to that just to build one myself. So I went ahead on a limb and bought it, and I don't completely regret it, but I'll kind of point out some of the flaws with this plow versus some other ones I've had. This one is a fixed plow, so it's not a floating design. My previous plow was a smaller one. It was only a 6.5 foot plow, but it was a poly plow, so the the actual blade itself was made of plastic, and then it just had a metal cutting edge. That one had a different style mount where it has the float, so it basically had a little triangle member that stuck out, and then it had a chain that actually holds up the plow, and so that allows you to set the plow down on the ground, but then only the weight of the plow is resting. You can't push down on the plow, but then the chain keeps it from from dangling down as you pick up. So this one's a fixed mount, which means it doesn't have any kind of slop vertically in here, besides a little bit of it has little rubber snubbers that give it a little bit of play, but that allows you to push down on the plow, which really is a nice feature, because then you can back drag more effectively, and if you need to really push down to get some ice or stuff up, it allows you to do that. But from what I've seen, the downside to the fixed plows is obviously it puts some more stress on the plow itself, because you can use the whole weight of the machine and power of the machine to press it and bend it. So I haven't had problems with bending from that stance, but there is probably the biggest flaw is the way that they do this little articulating mount, which is the main mount for the blade itself. This hydraulic ram is a double acting hydraulic ram, but it's able to overextend, and so the way it's set up is as you retract the ram, then this stop comes in here and it hits this frame, and then you can see they have a little support back there, a little gusset that helps support it. And on this side, it seems to be pretty well set up where the ram stops about where the stop is, so you're not able to ram into it. But on this other side, when you extend the ram can overextend, and then this stop is able to slam into this side. So you can see I did a redneck fix here where I added a piece of 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch angle iron, because this whole side had gotten slammed in and then cracked. And I actually found that I think it was 2 winters ago in the middle of winter, and I just look at it every once in a while. I saw it had crack, and that thing was gonna break, so I had to quickly do a repair that day. So that's why the repair is not exactly my best work. But even after that, I've been careful with it, and I still have managed to dent the angle iron. And so that's the biggest design flaw on here, and I might I'll probably have to end up redoing this this center mount at some point with a new design, because I'm sure it will fail over time. The other thing that has broken on me is the stand. So like with any quick attach thing, you need some way to set it down and then still be able to get your machine in and out of the quick attach plate. So this one, they had designed a stand that I have half of it, or not even half of it still here, and it was designed so that it had 2 holes, and you could raise it up and take it out of the way, and then in this position it's the down position, and it kind of came down and stood right here. honestly, it was really crappy. It barely worked. It was barely able to keep the plow upright. But then what happened was, even in the up and out position, it was able to hit things like curbs when I would push up a big pile of snow, and eventually it bent and it broke off. So now I just use a good old-fashioned like 4x4 board underneath a quick attach plate as my holder. So those are the two big things that have failed. The rest of it seems pretty robust. And, you know, this whole mounting plate, where it has two good size rectangular tubes that then the quick attach stuff is welded to. It's all gusseted. Seems to be good. You know, the welds are not the best, but they certainly hold. And then additionally, they have another set of rectangular tubes, and they're all closed out, so that helps them. So that all that stuff, the mounting seems to be strong, and then the plow itself seems to be pretty robust. I haven't had any issues. You know, I have caught the edge of it on stuff, so the plow seems to be pretty robust. This has a nice center section here. Really, the weak link, the fuse in this whole system, is this little contraption they have for the articulation joint and you know, stopping the angle. Those are the weak spots. So it has adjustable preload. So they actually sell this thing as they call it like a dozer blade, which it really is not a dozer blade. I mean, you know, you can tighten this preload down, and that's going to make your spring stiffer, or you know, more compressed, so that'll make your tripping force stiffer. So this guy, if you yank on it, you know, it does have some tripping, and like I said, you can adjust that, so you could crank that all the way up to make it a stiffer tripping force, which maybe give you a little bit of a plow effect, but I don't think you're going to be moving any hard dirt with this. It's really a snow plow. So it's about 2 feet tall, and then I think it's 94 inches wide, and then it does have a nice cutting edge that you are able to replace. You know, this one has held up well, and you see a little bit of wear, but like I said, it's about 5 years, and I do obviously do a lot of concrete that it rubs off on all the time. And the only other thing that I've really added to it is these little plow guides, and that's just so I can see the edge of it better. But besides that, it's been working pretty well. For $1,200, I would say it's a reasonable buy, so long as you understand that you might have some issues there, and that might be a quality issue where you know, mine's just not quite set up right from the factory, where the stop hits too early. So all right, well, it's not cold enough yet, even though it's almost Christmas time, for us to have any snow to plow. So as soon as it gets cold, I'm gonna put this guy to work, and I'll get a nice high quality 4K video of it running with me driving in the Toolcat, as well as drone footage overhead. So feel free to subscribe to my channel. You'll get notified when that and other videos come out.